everyone. Welcome you all to Imagination Gallery. Here we try to show you different types of drawings and stories behind it. So if you are an art lover and wants to know the unknown facts, press the subscribe button now. Now let me introduce you to today's topic. Today in our Africa series, we will draw and talk about the place known for its sun-dry landscape, diversified wildlife, exceptional natural beauty, spectacular waterfalls, long stretches of savanna, woodlands, and most rewarding game viewing destinations, Zimbabwe. So watch till the end to experience this amazing journey, paintings and stories on Zimbabwe. Friends, we have seen so many aspects of Africa, from tribes to their village life, from street murals to colors, patterns. Imagination Gallery tried to bestow all relevant details of every aspect of Africa, and we are continuing doing so. And today in our 30th part of this series, we are going to talk about Zimbabwe. It's Zimbabwe's rural village painting called, village name called Chivundura. Let's see what life is like in this remote village of South Africa and in general Zimbabwe life. As we will see in this painting, villagers' daily life has been depicted here. An ox cart is there with luggage, maybe to deliver the fresh harvested products, or it could be anything else. Few people are there chatting about the work or maybe something else. A woman standing in front of the temporary water dispenser. Well, pretty much I can relate to. Let's begin the journey. Chivundura is the east of Harare. Bulawayo highway and Vungu is on the west side of that highway. So Chivundura constituency was created during 2008 delimitation exercise out of the old Geru rural constituency. It consists of Gunde, Connemara, St. Patrick's, Muchalata and Guinea fowl. The major economic activity in this constituency is farming. Consequently, the food security situation in this constituency is pretty stable with the ZimVac Rural Livelihoods Survey 2009. Friends, life in these remote villages is very hard. More than half of the population consists of farmers. In some villages, there is an absence of men because they have gone to the cities in search of better paying jobs. But nowadays, as Zimbabwe villagers or people say, that life in the city getting tougher by day, as the price of basic goods and commodities are going up. So life in rural areas, they are referring more and they are thinking that is more affordable now. So some are happy with the clothing stalls or where some are happy being a teacher. The villages are near the fields where the crops are grown. Zimbabwean farmers have become very successful at growing corn. Friends, Zimbabwe is a landlocked country located in Southeast Africa. The capital and the largest city is Harare. Traditional arts in Zimbabwe include pottery, basketry, textiles, jewelry and carving. Among the distinctive qualities are symmetrically patterned woven baskets and stools carved out of a single piece of wood. Several authors are well known within Zimbabwe and abroad also. Charles Mungoshi is renowned in Zimbabwe for writing traditional stories in English and in Shona language, and his poems and books have sold well with both the black and the white communities. Now, what kind of life they are having? What can be the daily life there? So, Zimbabwean children make their own toys from the remains of plastic and metal materials also during their daily lives. They play with a ball made with putting together pieces of papers after their school. A wife and her children belong to the husband there and are affiliated with his kin. Marriage gives women status and access to land, and unmarried men and women are very rare. Polygyny is still widespread, although it is declining as land constraints and lower incomes are encouraging smaller households there. Divorce is not common and carries a stigma, especially for women there. Well, but there is so much beauty lies there in Zimbabwe as well, with its extraordinary landscapes, quiet national parks and diverse wildlife. Zimbabwe is the perfect African destination. Here's why now is the time to explore the continent's most underappreciated gem. For its welcoming future, wonderful wildlife with 11 national parks and countless more special reserves, it should be no great surprise that Zimbabwe is also home to the continent's most beguiling creatures as well as the big five: inimitable elephants, leopards, rhinos, black and white, and buffaloes and lions. For also some fascinating UNESCO World Heritage Sites of Great Zimbabwe, built between 5th and 11th centuries. The expensive Iron Age ruins of the ancient city are believed to have housed as many as 18,000 people at one time. And also the Khami ruins, another UNESCO title holder, is similar to Great Zimbabwe in many ways. And also, of course, we cannot forget its rainfall heaven. You can't come to Zimbabwe without settling eyes on the mighty Victoria Falls, the world's largest sheet of falling water. Friends, although there are ups and downs everywhere in every country and every place, still for Zimbabwe, it is noteworthy that Zimbabweans are generally very, very friendly and relaxed people and welcoming. They will meet foreigners on almost all occasions with a smile, some curiosity and friendliness. Of course, who doesn't want to see Victoria Falls? And oh, it reminded me really of how I used to cherish watching India versus Zimbabwe cricket match on my earlier days. Our Africa series will continue, for there is so much to discover, so much to look for. So much joy and happiness lies within a small hut of mud or a big city's chaos. liked and enjoyed today's journey to Zimbabwe? Transmit your feedback and suggestions about our drawing session here in the comment box. So if you like our drawing sessions and you want to know more about different paintings and illustrations and stories behind it, then do not forget to subscribe our channel. Here's wishing you an amazing week. Stay safe and take care. Bye for now.